Me inside a ginger farm checking on mature ginger farmed.
This video is going to be one of the most interesting video you're going to come across online today, because I'm making this video after a thorough investigation, meeting more than 5, 10, 20 farmers who have been into this business all the days of their life. Many of them, they are in their 60s, 70s, and of course also the younger generation. So I took out time to make this research because as a consultant, many people reach out to me, they want to invest money in ginger production. The reason is because there is news everywhere that ginger is profitable, that if we invest 1 million, you're going to get 100 million. So many fake information going on there, and people who want to invest into this business are asking questions. And I believe I'm one among the people who will be able to break this news for you. Now, you know for sure that I am not into ginger production myself. So I decided to meet people who are into ginger production. I reach out to them, ask questions, gather the information here so I can share accurate knowledge with you. So what I'm sharing with you here is not hearsay. It's not what I read online or what I watch on YouTube. It's what farmers, people who have been into this business for many years, were able to explain to me. Now, many of them, they don't have access to internet. They don't even know what is called YouTube. So they might not be able to put out the knowledge they have in their head. I remember a few years ago, one of my boss was speaking with us and he made mention of traveling. He said, when you travel, you will discover that there are so many people with knowledge locked up in their head. He said, half of the knowledge in human being is yet to be uploaded on the internet. So if you believe you can sit in your home and learn everything you want to know through social media or any of the website, you're wasting your time. What you will get will just be a small fraction of what you will get if you meet people one-on-one. So I've done that research for you. You don't have to waste your time, travel. Of course, you can also travel, go to Kaduna, go to places where ginger is being produced in large quantity and learn. But before you do that, what I'm about to share with you here will also help you. So this is going to be a very quick one because I don't want it to be overstressed with so much information. I believe you're already doing research. So this one is one of the best video you're going to meet. So I want to there are 5 things I want you to know before you can decide whether you will invest in ginger production. I'm going to make a series, maybe like 4 videos on ginger production, so we are not going to rush. So in this series, we are going to look at 5 things you should do before you invest your money in ginger production. So first thing you need to do is to ask yourself, how profitable is ginger production in Nigeria? Now, the truth of the matter is that if you ask this question online, you're going to see figures that are not true. I've also done that, right? So I'm speaking to you as someone who have done the research you have done. I've searched on Google, I've watched videos on YouTube. Sadly, we have very few videos on YouTube from Nigerians who are into this business. So you see things like, if you invest 600,000, you're going to make so money in so a number of months. No, those informations, they are half cooked, right? Not that they are false, but they are not properly explained for you to understand as a beginner. So first thing first, how profitable, which is the first thing you need to ask. This business you want to invest your money into, how profitable is the business? How profitable is ginger farming in Nigeria? Now, let me give you some figures. As of last year and currently, ginger has been sold for around 12 million to 16 million per ton. That is dried ginger. And fresh ginger, they were able to sell for 600,000, 500,000 per ton of fresh ginger. Fresh ginger. So we have dried ginger, we have fresh ginger. Now, the prices are not the same. So when you want to go into this business, you will have to know, or you have to decide, this ginger that I want to invest my money into, what is my goal? Am I going to sell fresh or I'm going to process? The fresh one, the price is different. The dried one, the price is different. Now, this ginger is extremely profitable. Based on the research I did, I was like, so all this why I never invested money in it. What was I doing? Now you can see a farmer. I met a young guy who made over 64 million in a day by selling ginger. I saw his house. You will know that yes, he have made such an amount of money. So ginger is profitable based on what is happening, the demand that we have for ginger. Now we have the best ginger in the world. Those results are there. You have researched them, you have seen them already. We have the best ginger in the world in terms of taste, in terms of quality. So it's a commodity that you can invest your money into. Of course, we are not the largest producers. I think we are second to the largest producer of ginger in the world. But we have the best quality of ginger in the world. So it's a profitable commodity. Now, second thing you need to know is what kind of soil and weather is suitable for ginger production. Now, we have heard a lot of news. People will tell you if you don't plant your ginger in Kaduna, the ginger will not be fine. Now, they are saying that not because they are bad people, but they are only saying that based on literature. I made a post on Facebook and I was saying few years ago we were being cultured or trained to believe that apple can never do well or can never germinate in Nigeria. But right now as we speak, we have a lot of farms in Jos, in Taraba State that are producing apple in large quantity. No cap. You can fact check me, you can go to those places. Jos and Taraba State, even Cross River State, they have suitable weather for apple. But a few years ago, it was being said and we believe that it will not produce in Nigeria. Nobody tried and failed. We just believe. But as we keep evolving, people tried and discovered that, oh, this thing can do well, and they started producing it. We are even calling for more people to invest money in that. So similar thing to ginger. It is being believed that ginger can only do well in Kaduna. So it is better for us to look at what do Kaduna State have that makes them to produce ginger in large volume and is being tagged as the most best ginger in the world. What is their soil? Now, ginger prefer sandy and loamy soil. Sandy, loamy soil. So if in your state you have this kind of soil, you have ticked the box number 1 for either ginger will do in your state or not. This thing is not about regional war. No, ginger can do in a soil that is sandy and loamy. Now, ginger will not be able to do on hard soil. So if you have rocks, if you have very difficult places, don't plant ginger there. Ginger will not do well. But if the soil in your state is sandy soil, loamy soil, ginger will do very well in that city. Now, how about weather? This is where we have issues, because ginger will not do well in a waterlogged area. So when you look at some states in eastern part of Nigeria where they have rains all year round, or maybe their rains will never, they never can tell whether it's dry season because rain can fall anytime. Now, if the soil that you have can retain much water, it will affect the ginger. Remember, ginger itself, what holds ginger is the moisture content in ginger that is even ginger. So if ginger is going to stay in the soil and there's a lot of water on that soil, the ginger will not be able to do well. So that is the first thing you should be looking at. The soil that I have, is it sandy soil, sandy loamy soil? Okay, yes, I've ticked the box. How about my weather? How is the rains like? And ginger will also not do well in a place where there is no rain. So the weather conditions, the climate has to be suitable. And like I've said, not a waterlogged area. There shouldn't be excess water where ginger is planted. Now, many people have done pilot phases of ginger in the east, in the western part of Nigeria. People have done pilot phases and these have done well for them. The only difference is that the potency in ginger that comes from Kaduna State will not be the same with the one that is coming from Enugu State. It's not even the same with the one that is coming from Benue State, but it's still sellable. People are buying it. So it's a product that you can invest your money. So the issue of saying, and will it do well in the East, is people have tried it there and it did well for them. So you don't have to ask that question. I've done that research for you. Now the third thing you have to know before you invest in ginger production is to understand the best state, like I've said, that is suitable for ginger. I've made mention of this. I say if I'm going into commercial cattle production, honestly speaking, I'll go and set up my cattle farm maybe in Kaduna or in Kano or in Zamfara. Even though it's not my place, as a Nigerian, you can buy a plot of land there and set up your farm there. Why? Because these are the most suitable places for livestock production. If I want to go into ginger production now, I will not just say, okay, Benue State, I have land, then I will plant ginger in Benue State. I want to get the best. It's not about me being emotional and saying the farm must be in my state. I want to get the best. I will go to Kaduna, I will go to Kachia or Jaba. I will rent farmland there and plant my ginger. They have the best soil. So I will not go for the good, I will go for the best. This is not to say, okay, you shouldn't plant it in your state. I'm just saying, if you're going into it for commercial purpose, you can go. See, we have Chinese people. Why I went to some of these local government, I saw Chinese companies, warehouses. They are there planting ginger. So you ask yourself, why are they not planting ginger in their country? They know ginger can do well in their country. They know they can manipulate the soil, the weather, everything for the ginger to do well in their country. But to cost them less to come and rent land in Kaduna and plant ginger. So if you want to go into it commercial scale, you want to make big money, why not come to Kaduna State, get a farmer, work with people there, maybe empower one or two farmers on a pilot phase, see how the project will go, then you invest big money into this business. Instead of struggling, because see, the truth of the matter is that it will cost you more for you to do ginger in your state that is not a ginger producing state. So when you look at some of the states that are suitable for ginger, we have Benue State, we have Nasarawa State, we have Kaduna State, of course, we have Kano State. This state, they all produce ginger. Taraba State produce ginger. The only thing is they don't have in large volume like Kaduna. Kaduna is the headquarters of ginger. When it comes to ginger in Nigeria, or let me say Africa, nobody matches them. They are the best. So if I were you and I want to go into it on a commercial scale, for a start, I can come to Kaduna State, work with them, get a land, and I will do my pilot phase. If it does well, I increase my production capacity. So you have to know that. Now the fourth thing you have to know is the cost of cultivating at least 1 hectare. So I'm not saying you must start with 1 hectare. I'm only saying what will be the cost. So the cost of doing 1 hectare, it will be around 15 million. But I will not be able to break that down for you. The cost of input, what you need to do, everything, land preparation, manure application, all those things. I'll make a separate video that will be so detailed for you to get all the detail, how much that 15 million can do for you and how much you will be able to get from that 15 million. So you also have to know that. So you don't just jump into a project, then at the end of the day you're stranded. You have to settle down and know the cost. So like I say, 5 things you need to know. The fourth one is cost of production. Are you doing 1 hectare? Are you doing 3 hectares? Are you doing 50 hectares? What will be the cost? I'll do a separate video, break that down for you. So you have to subscribe to this channel, stay connected, and you also watch that video. Now the fifth thing that you need to do or you need to know is how you can sell this ginger at profit. How can you sell this ginger at profit? Because you will have to be able to calculate your profit and loss now before you chook your leg. It's not when you chook your leg then you start calculating your cost. How much is my profit? No, you have to have an idea. You might not be 100% right. I will not even be. Even most of the farmers that I met, they will tell me, based on what we have done, based on what we are getting from here, this is how much it will be. But how can you make money from this ginger? One of the easiest way for you to calculate your cost or be able to sell your ginger and make profit is to target export market. I'm not saying we don't use ginger in Nigeria, but I'm saying you're a businessman, zero emotions, your goal is to make profit. So you have to target export market. And export market, they don't buy fresh ginger, they buy dried ginger. So if you are investing money into this project, you want to cultivate ginger from day one, be looking at how can I slice this ginger and dry it. When you do that drying, that's how you make money. And where I went to in Kaduna, they have a lot of Chinese companies there already. They have a lot of market. People coming from different part of Africa, different part of the world to mop up from them. So if your farm is in Kaduna state, the market is there for you very easy. So if you have it in a state that is not Kaduna state, I'm not saying you will not sell. You will also be able to sell. You can push it out, export it, slice it, dry it, and export it and make your own money. So you have to calculate all of that. So stay connected. In the next video, I'll break it down for you, show you the step-by-step guide of how you can cultivate at least 1 hectare, what you need to do, and everything, so you can do your budgeting well. So thank you for watching this video. If you have gotten value, share this video. Stay connected. I remain Dennison, your billionaire farmer.